Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on All News 740 and FM 1069 KCBS. KCBS News Time 620.
On this Super Tuesday, one of the most significant days in the Republican presidential contest, pundits will be scrutinizing the latest traditional polling data to predict today's winners. But with many people expressing their political opinions on websites like Facebook and Twitter, those analysts may want to look more at how candidates fare on social media. For more on that part of the story, we're joined live on the KCBS Newsline by Jerry Hermansen. He's CEO of Los Altos-based analytics firm Socialmatica. Mr. Hermansen, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Do we have any idea what percentage of people lie in those exit polls?
We have no idea how to measure people's actual comments leaving the polls, but using our technology, we're able to measure what they're actually saying online.
Okay, but then the next question is, does that translate into what people do at polls? The fact that people chat a lot online, can we correlate that to voting patterns, or is this too early in the game to know?
Well, we're anxious to see what the results are today, but we had clients in the Wisconsin recall election, and we were able to correlate not only the winners, but who came in second, third, and fourth for the Wisconsin recall election based on what they were saying online.
Were you able to get any kind of a read as to what percentage of people who voted then went online, either via Twitter or Facebook, to talk about their vote?
No. The interesting thing for us is the broader aspect of it, of whether or not people are voting, is what are their concerns, interests, and activities via what's online through social media.
So let's take a look at the methodology. I'm sorry. So how do you measure this? I mean, is it as simple as looking for the candidate's name in a big stream of Twitter posts or Facebook posts, or is it more detailed than that?
It's much more detailed than that. Our technology actually crawls, scrapes, and semantically and sentimentally analyzes everything that's printed on the web and goes so far as to grab not only what's being said and how it's being said, but who's saying it and who's listening to it.
Well, do you foresee a situation where reading people's comments online, doing what you're doing now, could ultimately take the place of exit polling?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that not only take place of exit polling, but strategies for the candidates, whereby they look at things like Twitter and want a shorter time to response, or do they look at blogs and Facebook for longer impacts? So as the campaigns and voting, come to those time limits, using the various media channels, social media channels, to effectively get their messages out.
You mentioned that you had a client in the Wisconsin recall. So is the company and our competitors of yours working now for campaigns directly, doing exactly this kind of work?
Yes, there are. We don't currently have any candidates active in the Republican primaries, but those organizations definitely use social media as part of their strategies to get their messages out.
But I mean, the question of sort of measuring what's being said in social media is the next step of that, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, how fast is the turnaround? I mean, when pollsters do a poll, they take a few days to do it. It may take a day or two to analyze the results and get them back to the campaign. Are you guys literally doing this stuff in real time?
Yeah, that's right. I call it kind of a living poll because it's active in real time. So as people are tweeting, Facebooking, blogging, posting on various sites, even online digital media, wherever those news articles are being reprinted, reposted, we're taking that information in real time, compiling it, and presenting it forward.
Thanks for your time this morning. We've been talking live with Gary Hermansen. He's CEO of the Los Altos-based analytics firm Socialmatica, which is running little dashboards on all of the states involved in the Super Tuesday primaries today, taking a look at who the most influential candidates are based upon what is being said about them in online social media sites.
KCBS News Time 625, The Money Watch now, sponsored by Burr, Pilger & Mayer and by Trader Joe's.